Here all, welcome to NASA's Romance with Chemistry. Keep aside the heart, let's romance with the mind. In previous segment, I had done fertilizers and these are the university questions. We'll come back to the questions later. Coming on to fertilizers, in that we had dealt with introduction wherein we said that fertilizers are composed of organic and inorganic matter that enhance soil fertility, activate soil microorganisms and increase crop yield. Further, we also dealt with the essential 18 elements that are required for the plant growth, whether it is micronutrients, macronutrients or carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. We also dealt with the classification of fertilizers, that is organic manure, that is farmyard fertilizers, compost, green manure and vermicompost. Urea, I told you that we are going to deal it in a next segment. And we dealt with chemical fertilizers wherein we studied single nutrient, mixed nutrient, multi-nutrient and binary nutrients. Okay, so in today's topic, I told you that now that we know what are fertilizers, what is their importance, and we also know that the plant requires, for a plant growth, fertilizer is very much required. So we are going to go for plantation. Fine. So let us have a deal. Okay, you're going to grow mangoes, I'm going to grow mangoes. Okay, but you're going to grow in your farm and I'm going to grow in my farm. Okay, so let's plant mango tree. Fine. So you know what is the importance of fertilizers. So you know macronutrients are required. Which are they? Nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. So we have grown the plant and then we are going to observe what's happening. Okay, what is nitrogenous fertilizer? Any fertilizer which contains nitrogen in it is called as nitrogenous fertilizer. Nitrogen is taken up in the soil in the form of nitrates and ammonia. Okay, nitrogen fertilizers improve the growth and yield of crop. That is, you have put a plant. Okay, you have put a seed, the seed has to get germinated. After germination, the plant has to grow, and if the plant has to grow, it has to grow tall. Okay, for that you need a nitrogen. If imagine you have a plant and I have a plant, my plant is growing tall but your plant is growing stunted. My plant is having lush green color leaves, your plant is not having lush green color leaves. And if there is no lush green color leaves, that means there is no chlorophyll. If there is no chlorophyll, that means there is no photosynthesis. If there is no photosynthesis, obviously you will not get food, that is, you won't get mangoes, right? So nitrogen works as a motor for plant growth. It improves the growth and yield of plant. What it does, if there is no nitrogen, there is lack of lush green color, that is lack of chlorophyll, the leaves are not green, there will be stunted growth, there is no photosynthesis, hence there is no mangoes, there is no food. Okay, so for the proper essential proteins, so it serves as a constituent of proteins and direct responsibility of vegetative plant growth. For a plant to grow vegetatively, nitrogen is very much important. Okay, so we both have planted, we both have put a seed. Okay, and we are seeing that the tree is not stunted. Okay, the tree is tall, it has lush green color leaves and it is going to give us mangoes. We are very happy to see the yield. So nitrogen is motor for plant growth. If there is deficiency of it, there will be stunted growth, there will be no green color and there will be no yield of food. If this is clear, now what are the nitrogenous fertilizers? That is sodium nitrate, calcium nitrate, anything that has nitrogen in it, ammonium chloride, ammonium sulfate, ammonium phosphate, ammonia solution, these are nothing but nitrogenous fertilizers. So what are the university questions that come under nitrogenous fertilizers? See, I have given green color here so that there should not be any confusion. If they ask you what are nitrogenous fertilizers, you should know that there are those fertilizers which contain nitrogen in them. Give an example, I have given you example. So all those nitrates and ammonia solution, ammonium phosphate, ammonium sulfate, they are nitrogenous fertilizers. And what are the two functions of nitrogen as essential plant nutrient? I have told you green color. I have shown you nitrogen in green color. So you should remember, if you want a plant to look beautiful, that is green leaves, tall plant, vegetative growth, it should look beautiful. then it is nitrogen. Okay, are you happy with a beautiful plant? Okay, that's more than sufficient. Is it sufficient? Okay, no. You want something more. That's why we need phosphorus fertilizers. What are phosphorus fertilizers? Why do you need phosphorus? See, you have put a plant, I have put a plant. Okay, after 2 years we are meeting. What is happening? Your plant has not given any fruits. It's just growing tall, 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 tall. But my plant is giving mangoes, right? Your plant is not giving mangoes. Why? Because you put only nitrogen, you didn't put phosphorus. So there comes phosphorus fertilizers. Phosphorus fertilizers or phosphatic fertilizers are those fertilizers which have phosphorus in them. Point number 1, you should remember that natural and agricultural soil lack phosphorus. So soil doesn't have phosphorus at all. Point number 2, it has to be supplied as a fertilizer. Okay, so natural soil will not have phosphorus. That's why you have to supply it in the form of fertilizer. Point number 3, overuse of phosphorus is forbidden. You cannot use more phosphorus. It has to be used in very less quantity. Why? Because it will, in the soil, it will lock up secondary micronutrient elements. The micronutrients or microelements like we discussed, iron, zinc, cobalt, nickel, molybdenum, they are very important. These microelements are locked up in the soil, and plant will not get these micro elements if you use phosphorus more. First thing is, natural soil doesn't have phosphorus. Second thing is, you have to provide it as a fertilizer. And third thing is, you should know that you should use it in very less quantity. Only then there will be fruits. Why your plant is growing only tall? Because there is only nitrogen. But my plant is giving fruits because there is nitrogen and phosphorus. Okay, so what is the role of phosphorus? Phosphorus not only gives fruit, but it gives fruit fast. Okay, if you put only nitrogen, what happens? Your plant will grow and after 8 years it will give fruit. But do I have so much patience? No, I want mangoes very fast in the season. So I want crop maturity. Okay, so phosphorus improves crop quality. Not only that, it speeds up the crop maturity. So how does that means we people have no patience. We need fast fruits. Everything we want quick. That's why phosphorus is very important. First thing is, I want the crop to be fast. That's why crop maturity. I want the quality crop, and I want a disease resistance crop. The crop should not have disease. All this will be met only with phosphorus. Okay. What happens that there is a very fast yield? That is, there will be tissue development, there will be cell differentiation, there will be key role. Phosphorus plays a very key role in the transfer of energy. Thereby, it promotes a very strong root system. Because there is a very strong root system, there is tissue development, there is cell differentiation, and it works as a key role in transfer of energy. What happens? It produces large flowers. Large flowers means beautiful big mangoes. Okay, so for that reason, phosphorus is important. Okay, and see, I have put nitrogen in green color so that there should not be confusion, because it is beautiful plant. I have put phosphorus in pink color. There is a purpose. Okay, so I'll tell you the purpose later. Now, what are the examples for phosphorus fertilizers? That is SSP, TSP, MAP, DAP, and calcium hydrogen phosphate. That is dihydrogen phosphate. Single superphosphate, triple superphosphate, monoammonium phosphate, diammonium phosphate. All this you have dealt in chemical fertilizers. What they mean? They have only single nutrient, that is phosphorus in this. MAP has nitrogen also, phosphorus also, because it is monoammonium phosphate. So you get big, tall growing plant as well as the beautiful fruits, mangoes. Okay. Now, are you happy? Tell me, are you happy with phosphorus? Okay. You are happy, but I am not happy. I'll tell you why. What are the possible questions that come in exam? What are phosphatic fertilizers? Any fertilizer which consists of phosphorus is phosphatic fertilizer. Give any 2 examples: SSP, TSP, MAP, DAP, and calcium hydrogen phosphate. See, calcium hydrogen phosphate is otherwise called as superphosphate of lime, which we are going to deal in detail in our next segment. Okay, so give any 2 functions of phosphorus as an essential plant nutrient. The 2 functions of phosphorus as an essential plant nutrient is: One is it is going to give you good quality, it is going to give you fast fruit, it is going to give you disease resistant fruit, and you get very happy because you're getting strong root system, large flowers, and beautiful mangoes. Okay, are you happy? You're very innocent. You should not be happy. That's why I put it in pink. Don't be happy. Happy color is red color. That's why I put potassic fertilizers as red color. Okay, you should not be happy. Why you should not be happy, I'll tell you. Suppose if there is a drought, flood, famine, okay, frost, salinity, or if there is something like tsunami, what happens? Have you heard, right? That big huge plants or huge trees have fallen just by one rain. When it rains dogs and cats, what happens? The tree falls. Okay, imagine for so many years you have grown mango tree and it is giving you beautiful tasty yummy mangoes, and you come next day and tell me, look at you, your mango tree is standing tall, my mango tree has fallen in yesterday's rainfall, and your tree fall both together over. Okay, if this happens, why this happens? Because you didn't put potassium. That's why it happens. But my tree didn't fall because I have put potassium. Okay, so what is potassic fertilizers? Those fertilizers which have potassium in them are known as for potassic fertilizers. What does potassic fertilizers do? First thing is they give quality crop. Second thing is they also give disease resistant crop. Apart from that, they activate about 60 enzymes in the soil. When they activate 60 enzymes in the soil, they improve the plant's water regime. Okay, so that it maintains water balance in the plant. What happens when water balance is maintained in the plant? There will be thereby it increases tolerance to drought, frost, salinity, tsunami, flood, whatever. So any rainfall cannot make your plant fall. Okay, so potassium increases resistance of crop to diseases, also improves quality. It activates more than 60 enzymes. It improves plants' water regime and increases tolerance to drought, frost, and salinity. It maintains water balance in plant. Thereby, it improves and promotes vigor. Wow. And color. Wow. Flowers look pretty. Wow. And it also creates plant sugars. That's why your mangoes are very sweet. I mean, my mangoes are very sweet. Okay. It is also essential for the plant's capacity to withstand cold temperature and provide drought protection. Okay. So if this is clear, let us see the examples of potassic fertilizers. The examples of potassic fertilizers include potassium chloride, potassium nitrate, and potassium sulfate. Potassium chloride KCl is otherwise called as muriate. M-U-R-I-A-T-E. M-U-R-I-A-T-E. Muriate. Okay. But are you happy? Everything is sorted out. Your plant is growing. Mine is also growing. We'll have ME mangoes in the season. Okay. Now, the saddest part is they never ever till date potassic fertilizers they have asked any questions. They have not asked. That saddens me a lot, though I love potassic fertilizers a lot. Okay, moving on to the next one, that is mixed fertilizers. Mixed fertilizers. Why do you need mixed fertilizers? Because you want your plant to grow tall, right? Green color leaves, nitrogen beku. You want nitrogen, right? And you also want fast everything, crop maturity, quality, disease resistance. You want phosphorus. You want potassium also. Why? Because you don't want your plant to fall, okay, to withstand cold temperature and the famine. You want potassium. So if you want all the three NPK, then it is possible in mixed fertilizers. Mixed fertilizers are those which contain more than one plant nutrient. That is, they can have binary nutrient. They can have, suppose if your area or the region where you survive, if there are no droughts and floods, no problem. No heavy rainfall, no problem. So in that case, you can avoid potassium, you can just go for nitrogen and phosphorus, so binary nutrient, or you can go for all the three, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, then it is called as mixed nutrient. Okay, so mixed fertilizers contain more than one plant nutrient. Multi-nutrient or binary nutrients are also called as mixed fertilizers. If it is multi-nutrient, then it is NPK. If it is binary nutrient, it is permutation and combination of NP, NK, PK, DSP, MAP and DAP, monoammonium phosphate, diammonium phosphate and double super phosphate. Now if this is understood, where do I get fertilizers? there are fertilizer industries in India. 2 marks question will come on this. Mention any 2 fertilizer industries in India. Name any 2 fertilizer industries in India. Further, name any 2 fertilizer industries in India and mention their location. So there are numerous fertilizer industries in India. I have just made things very simple so that you can write in exam. Don't leave this question and come. So one is national fertilizer, one is Rashtriya fertilizer. See, please understand. One is in English, one is in Hindi. Okay. Now, national fertilizer is where? It is in Delhi, the capital city of India. Rashtriya fertilizer, of course, Rashtriya spelling is wrong, I know that. So, Rashtriya fertilizer is present in Amchi, Mumbai, the Bollywood. Okay, so Hindi. So, national fertilizer, Noida, and Rashtriya fertilizer, Mumbai. And you can remember the year also, 1974 and 1978. If you can't remember this, it's easy. The Prime Minister of India is Modi, and he's from Gujarat, you know that. So you can say Gujarat State Fertilizer, or Gujarat's river, you remember, Narmada Valley. Okay, so those two you can remember, Gujarat State or Gujarat's river, Narmada Valley. And of course, the year also you can say 1967, 67, 1976, 76. Of course, they are not going to ask the year. To sum up, fertilizer industries in India: National Fertilizers Noida 1974, Rashtriya Chemicals and Fertilizers Limited Mumbai 1978, Gujarat State Fertilizer and Chemical Limited 1967, Gujarat Narmada Valley Fertilizer and Chemical Limited 1976. So I hope that you people enjoyed NASA's romance with chemistry, and I hope you people enjoy the mangoes. Yes, I know my first year CZBT students will be thinking that what is this? When she comes for periodic properties, she will tell apple in the class, and when she comes for fertilizers, she will tell mangoes in the class. This is how I am going to teach you chemistry. There's no other option. Okay, so most of you will relate. Yes, Roman, I remembered you. Okay, so in the next segment, we are going to deal with the urea and superphosphate of lime. So, hope this helps, and dedicating this video to Roman and Muskan for, boosting up my energy to do something like this. Thank you.